Hello, welcome to Ed Media. And today, we will be reacting to the cake at stake for TPOT 23. Last episode Team Alive was up for elimination, and there's a lot of stakes here, so let's get started.
Today's cake is a little snack from Chef Grassy. Thanks, Grassy. Oh, it's so horrible. It's like my insides are dying. Help! And it's always nice for the chef to have a snack first, because Grassy is safe with 60,493 votes.
So this was entirely expected. I would have been surprised if he wasn't first safe, but I still hate it. Grassy is just a writer's pet who doesn't deserve all the love he's getting. I still don't get why the writers are actually trying with him and making sure he gets development despite him not being in danger for past cake at stakes, but when he's characters who need actual development and time to shine as they are in danger of being eliminated, they are completely neglected. But whatever.
Oh! Marker is safe next with 35,557 votes.
Okay, I am actually shocked by this. Marker didn't do jack shit except yell for black hole, but he gets second safe. This is the worst possible choice. Marker is completely ass with a side of booty cheeks, and I genuinely hate it when he appears on the screen. Anytime he's on screen the scene just drags. I'm actually really mad about this.
Well done!
We use these, maybe we can turn you into pig fiery.
Hello, dear Ruby.
Hello to you.
5 of your fates still unknown. Let's knock 2 off the board. Price tag just behind Marker at 35,452 votes. You are safe. And
Finally someone I'm happy with being safe is safe. Price tag absolutely deserved being safe because of them learning to be there for other people. They deserve at least a higher placement, higher than Marker for sure, who did nothing but just sitting down and digging in his butt.
And Tennis Ball, you're safe with 29,660 votes.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
I genuinely hate this fucking character so much I can't even express it into words. I knew he was gonna be safe. Because it's Tennis Ball. But I still, and I'm getting tired of saying this, I don't understand how he gets a ton of votes when he's the absolute worst character this season. I thought people would at least see this when he literally returned to being Golf Ball's assistant, but at this point, the viewers are just entertained by anything when it comes to Tennis Ball. I hate him so much. He's already come so far, why is he still here?
Thank you, Forsey.
I had a little streak going of always being safe second. Would have liked to keep that going. Does anyone want to talk to me?
We're scared, Taggy. Only one of Book, Liy, and myself are safe.
Winner, you've been a strong newbie from the start, performing well in challenges and even clashing with some folks at points like you did with Clock. You've made a serious dent on this season. Book!
I heard you did well before, but I don't really know about that. I don't have proof of that, so.
But you've played well and made a lot of solid friends over the season, and typically gather up a ton of votes. And Liy! Liy? Although sometimes you have your head in the clouds a bit, you've proven to be a powerful player, taking on big threats all by yourself, despite only being in the game for a short while. You made a solid ally in Pen and showed you really have 2 sides to yourself. Literally, with that little, switch.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Okay, I do like the added suspense with giving each character credit for what they've done this season. It shows how the cast is getting smaller and great characters are starting to get eliminated. This created a lot of suspense, so I'm happy for that, as cake at stakes have been lacking in that lately.
Book, Winner, Liy, only one of you is safe. The other 2 end your run here. Let's announce one of the ones leaving first.
Okay, I'm starting to regret my vote. I voted for Book and Liy, which genuinely looking back I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking voting for Book. For some reason I didn't really think about the obvious outcome of her winning the FBIA. Actually I was still in denial that Needle could receive the win. But I'm regretting my vote for Book. This is a perfect time to go. We have 2 joiners here. As Winner is a newbie this season and Liy joined through the Exeter vote. And it's honestly shocking to see that one of the joiners will now be eliminated. I do think Book will get out because she wasn't as memorable in TPOT 21, and there is absolutely no way the voters could mess this up.
I'm sorry to say, winner, you're out with 26,325 votes.
What? I'm shocked.
Winner, I'm sorry.
Holy shit, wow. So to be honest, as much as I love Winner, I'm not too sad about seeing them go. They had a good run. They went through a great storyline about learning to let the past be the past when it came with their conflict with Clock. And we got to see it coming back throughout the later episodes again, which was nice to see Winner making amends with themselves. And they even made new friends with Book and Price Tag. It's nice to see Winner open themselves up again, as in the early TPOT episodes, they mostly kept to themselves. I still like them, but I'm fine with them leaving. I guess this is a good time for Winner to go.
It sucks, but this was really cool. Well, it was fun when the world wasn't ending, but now I see why you played too, loser. And hey, it brought us back together, so I have that to be thankful for. Thanks too.
Absolutely. Thank you for playing, Winner.
Sorry to see you go, Winner.
Hey, you know, it's happened to plenty this season. And you still have Book. Well, actually, wait, do you still have Book?
Let's see.
Holy fuck, it's between the people I voted for. Liy has to be safe. She still has room to grow and has been super entertaining these past couple of episodes. It just sucks to see Liy facing consequences for the writer's actions, as she was severely neglected during her first episodes, and now she's been in huge risk for eliminations because of that, despite the huge attention she's receiving. It is not her fault. The writers preferred to give more attention to Pen and Tennis Ball, two characters who've gotten a lot of attention as veterans. Book has gotten enough. It's time for her to go, as much as I don't like it.
Book, Liy, one of you is out, and that person is Liy with 25,981 votes.
You've actually gotta be fucking kidding me. No way this just happened. So you mean to tell me that we just voted out a contestant who has been actively trying and receiving an abundance of attention over filler characters like Tennis Ball and Marker, who have to rely on unfunny gags and have no interesting dynamics with anyone? We kept Marker and Tennis Ball over Liy? Oh my goodness. I have never felt this hopeless in an elimination before. I would say I get it, but I really don't. Liy has been on a killer streak with these episodes. She was peak in episode 19 as she finally got attention, as she had raised conflict with Black Hole, and not to mention her massacre. And while in TPOT 21, she wasn't as good, and her story was a little confusing, she still received lots of attention and even had room to grow as she began to want to be more independent. Which was shown with her exploring the new weird world by herself. That's what Liy is all about. She's curious and adventurous. What did Marker and Tennis Ball do last episode? Marker didn't do anything except scream for Black Hole and just be absolutely annoying. Tennis Ball was reverted to just being Golf Ball's assistant and Kit doing anything meaningful. And you mean to tell me they got more votes than Liy, who was a huge part of the episode? Honestly, this elimination has made me lose faith in this season. Not because a fave character of mine is gone, but rather that it doesn't matter how much development characters like Fanny or Golf Ball can get, they're gonna get voted out in favor of characters like Grassy or Marker, or Tennis Ball, simply because they're popular. They could only have one line in an episode and they'd get a lot of votes. They can be the worst character in the episode and they'd still get a lot of votes. Honestly, I really do question what the voters were thinking. I know I made my dumb mistake of voting Book, and honestly I feel stupid, but genuinely, what is the point of voting Marker and Tennis Ball? They're literally slop filler characters. Marker just has to say corny unfunny jokes in order to be glazed. Tennis Ball can just be Tennis Ball and he will glazed. Genuinely, Tennis Ball is like the worst character this season. He does nothing. Liy has received tons of development this episode, but now we gotta vote for these slop characters. And it's genuinely the writer's fault. Liy was treated poorly this season. After her debut, the writers severely neglected her. They put her team up for elimination in her second episode, where she still had not had time to shine. Genuinely, they could have given her some sort of story or a hint at development, but they gave her nothing. She got second safe in her first voting simply because she was considered a newbie. After her voting, she did receive crumbs, but like I mentioned, they were crumbs. It was just seeing what her switch does. By episode 16, Liy was in desperate need of something. She's been here for a while and Pencil was already getting a big storyline, so what did they do for Liy? Make her Pen's cheerleader. Like, yeah, we got some cool interactions with her from Pen, but they didn't benefit her mostly. It was used for Pen's development. You know. The character who has competed for a while now and doesn't need a storyline to be relevant because he's a fan favorite. Next episode, she was first to die in her team, which was put up for elimination that episode. What were the writers thinking? They've barely done anything with her and make her first to die? Are you trying to get her out? Mind you, they did this in favor of Tennis Ball Ah Incorporated, that stupid damn force chase gag which has gotta be bottom 3 gags in this season ever. Of course she was bottom 2, she was neglected by the writers. So the writers locked in and finally gave her the main focus of the episode. She was the last ember of her team to survive, and she had resolved her conflict with Black Hole, and began using the powers to not hold herself back. She had a cool as fuck scene. And what did she get? Bottom 2. That's right, over Pen and Tennis Ball. Mind you, these characters didn't get much screen time. Genuinely, I question the voters. What is the thought process behind keeping Tennis Ball? He's genuinely the worst character here. And again, she received a lot of focus in TPOT 21, but they made the absolute dumb decision of making Liy be stupid. Don't get me wrong, I liked her trying to be more independent and do things for herself, but why did they make her just ride the force anywhere for the challenge? I get she's curious, but they didn't bother explaining, they just made her do jack shit until she randomly remembered she had the key. This episode was just bullshit, man. But at least she, you know, did something. Better than what these slop characters did, which was nothing. Anyways, I had to get this rant out because this was really the worst elimination ever. I don't want to be mean to the writers or the voters, but I just really question their thought process. I really do. And it makes me disappointed. To sum this rant up, the voters made a dumbass decision of voting the worst characters who do nothing over a character who is receiving tons of attention and development. But this is also the fault of the writers for neglecting Liy and making the dumbass decision of not developing her until the last minute. Mind you, Pencil has only been up for elimination once and has been a writer's key, while Liy has been put up for voting 3 times, one of them being back-to-back, while being given not much attention or development until the last minute. Genuine stupid decisions from both parts. Including me for voting Book. I genuinely don't remember my thought process, but I'm stupid as well for voting Book.
Book survives with 28,422 votes.
Okay, yeah, Book gotta go. Don't get me wrong, she's always great because she's Book, but she does not deserve to be safe at all. It's her time to go.
I'm sorry, Liy, I know you only recently joined, but it's been a pleasure having you. I'll leave you alone, okay?
So that's the reaction for this cake at stake. Overall, this was the worst outcome ever. Worst elimination this season for sure. Coming from someone who loved Pin and Ice Cube. So overall, this season is doomed. Characters like Grassy, Tennis Ball and Marker now can just float their way to the finals, while the others are gonna be eliminated no matter how much development they have. Much less considering the writers are doing a terrible job at giving characters attention and instead giving it to Grassy and Pencil. I love Pencil, but she seriously doesn't need all the focus. So that's it from me. Goodbye.